Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Watching that little blue wheel roll, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to Fairy Friday with Margaret Sample. Hello, coming to you live from the beautiful and today snowy Niagara region of Ontario, Canada. I am so happy to be here with you, whether you're watching me live or whether you're watching me on replay. Um, if you're watching, it's because the message is meant for you today. So I hope that you will enjoy. Every week, I bring you messages from Brian Froud's beautiful fairy oracle deck. Some comments. Hello, hello. Sometimes I see comments live, and sometimes I don't see them till later. But good morning, Danielle, and good morning, Susan. I always love looking at the comments later on, and if you send me those little thumbs up and the hearts, makes my day. Actually, every once in a while, I'll get a message out of the blue from someone I have no idea has been watching Fairy Fridays, and oh, it just makes my heart sing. I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying these messages. So, without further ado, let me find out who is coming to bring us. I'm shuffling the cards. Who is coming to bring us the message today? Sometimes they jump right away. Sometimes they take a little bit of time. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, cool, cool. Hey, good morning, Leah. Um, I'm looking at this card and I'm going, oh, it's so beautiful. Look at these guys. Aren't they gorgeous? These are the friends. um, and good morning, Marie. And it's like I get to do a meditation on friendship for you today. These guys are all about friendship, support, aid. They are members of the Helpline Troop. And those are like the wee folk of fairy that we think about, whether or not, they're huge or they're small, brownies, pixies, gnomes, all that kind of folk that we would often think of as fairies when we think of fairies. Helpline Troop is associated with the five elements of fairy: earth, air, water, fire, and moonlight. These guys always work together. Now, Helpline Troops, some of them are solo, some of them are always in groups. They are full of life, they're sassy, they're mischievous, they want us to get out in nature, of course. But these two, I just love them. When I look at this card, it's funny, I think of Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. Good morning, my dear Randy. To infinity and beyond. So their names are, this guy on top, he is Fairy Nuff. Get it? Fairy Nuff. Fairies love puns and wordplay as much as I do. And the fellow underneath is Leochan. Leochan. I Anyone who can help me out on my Gaelic pronunciation, you're very welcome to. But I'm going to go with Leochan. So these two are best friends. And fair enough. These two guys are pretty much always found together. They're like best friends. Okay. Now I'm totally on a Toy Story mode now, because now I'm hearing, you got a friend in me, you got a friend in me. So these two guys pretty much always show up together, where one is, the other is. Now the thing about Fairy Nuff, he's the more talkative of the two, but he wants everyone to kind of connect with him and his buddy individually. So I recall in the book, he doesn't want you to read about him. He wants you to meet with him and interact with him. And that's always true with the fairies, but him even more than normal, because he wants to be friends, and he says friends listen to each other. So that's always something to remember, right? Listen to each other when you're friends. um, as children, most of us, if not all of us, have fairy playmates and guardians. And as we get older, most of us kind of lose that connection with our fairy friends because people tell us, oh no, you're making that up, or, that's not real. Fairies are nice make believe things, but, oh, good morning, Anita. So we lose that connection with our fairy friends. And these two can help us get back to that childlike trust in fairies and renew those forgotten connections and relationships with them, that trust in them. And Fairy Nuff and Leochen can also help us to learn more about the true meaning of friendship and support us in our friendships. It's so funny. I'm looking at this. The people who have chimed in and said hello this morning. Um, One of these women has been a dear friend of mine for just 15, maybe years, maybe longer. And another one is a friend I met on an airplane last February coming home from Mexico when we could still travel. And we hoped we will again, but it's just, and other people just, they come into our lives. Some I've never met in person. It's friendship though, right? It's like we develop friendships. And friendly cooperation with others is always necessary to reach mutual goals. We need to be willing to receive and to give assistance and support. So these things are all connected with friendship. And sometimes it's just how you have those friends that you don't really know. So for example, and it's one of the things they're saying that COVID is really being tough on, is those passing friendships. Like when I worked in a bakery, I had regular customers, and every morning we would have an exchange, and they would come in for their morning donut to go with their coffee or whatever. And I still remember one fellow would always come in the morning, and he'd go, "Good morning, honey, donut." And it was like a silly little joke, but it made both of us happy and both of us smile, right? And you look for those interactions. And then there's those deep friendships where if you need to, you can call them in the middle of the night. So giving and receiving that assistance and that support. Sometimes we need to ask our friends for suggestions if we're feeling stuck. And we also need to listen to their responses with respect. If you want, good morning, Avery. If you want my opinion, ask for it. If you don't want my opinion, don't ask me for it, because I will give it to you. I will give it to you as kindly as I can. But sometimes we just need to, if we're asking our friends, then be willing to listen to what they have to say to us. And if they are offering us a gift, be willing to accept it. If they are offering an unconditional gift, receive it unconditionally. And sometimes that unconditional receiving can be harder than unconditional giving. When these guys soar into our lives, as they have this morning, when I look at them, it's sort of like, Fairy Nuff is going, okay, this is where we're going. I have the vision. I see where we're going. And Leocan is going, okay, let me take you there. Let me help you get there. Let me go with you. So it's like friends always sort of connect, support each other. And even when they haven't been connected, when they haven't been chatting, for example, there's still those connections, those friendships that you pick up. You haven't seen each other for a year or 10 years, and you just pick up where you left off, right? Now, the other thing about these guys, when the friends show up, is they may be nudging you to offer support to a friend that you care about, someone you care about might be needing help or support, and they might be either too afraid to ask or too proud to ask. So if you have the sense that someone would benefit from you reaching out to them, please reach out to them. This is what these guys are saying, you know. We have to offer sometimes support and help and our friendship. Hey, I'm there for you. Now, every now and then these two show up because there are some sort of relationship problems going on. Maybe you've had a quarrel or a misunderstanding or a disagreement. When they arrive, it's like time to sort things out, folks. Excuse me. You've got to sometimes reach out and make those connections again. Ask them to help, and maybe call on. Okay, he says, maybe call on two of our other friends, honesty and tact. Because honesty and tact can be very helpful in sorting out problems within a friendship or a relationship, right? It's time to get things back in balance. And sometimes you need to have like a kind, loving conversation. Sometimes it's misunderstanding. Sometimes it's touchiness or sensitivity, and it can be yours or it can be theirs. Doesn't really matter. Don't let that get in the way of a friendship. We can disagree and still be friends, but there has to be that respect and that support and understanding, right? Cultivate the friendships that you have. Cultivate friendships, develop them, nurture them, and also plant seeds for new ones. You just never know. It seems to me that we had Helpline Troop last week as well, and they were talking about friendships in a way. Good morning, Deb. It's very important to recognize that there's so many people out there who love you, who care about you, even if you feel like there's nobody who does. Well, find somebody who does, or find somebody who could. When you move to a new place, sometimes it's really, really hard to make new friendships. And then it's kind of like, feel the fear and do it anyway. You dare to connect. Books that are in my bookcase, those two titles. Because sometimes as adults, it's harder to make new friends. It's hard enough as a kid, but you move to a new place and, whoa, look at all these people who could be my friends. And as an adult, we sometimes don't think that. So be aware if someone, I reached out to somebody on Facebook the other day, a Facebook friend, and I said, I think we really should get to know each other better because we seem to post the same kind of things. We seem to have the same kind of thoughts. Good morning, Therese. It's like there's so much going on with friendship and possibility for friendship and reconnecting. So, love. These guys, the friends, they want you to know there's enough love. There's so much love in the world. Yes, love is what makes the world go round. I'm just hearing another song in my head this morning. Lots of music this morning. Okay, from the Simpsons version of A Streetcar Named Desire. Streetcar! A stranger's just a friend you haven't met. Because, of course, Blanche Dubois always depended on the kindness of strangers. So, but we depend on the kindness of our friends. And they are telling us, trust your friends to support you. Okay. Love, love, love. And so I think I'm going to, is there anything else, guys? Love, 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 love. Love. Love, it's the answer. Love is, it's what there is. It's what it always will be. So cherish your friendships and call on these guys to reconnect with your fairy friends. Listen to them. Let the fairies talk to you. Give them space. Leia's saying it could be Bob. He loved all the time. They sing all the time and love The Simpsons. You know what? Sometimes spirits do kind of pop in, but the fairies love music. They love music. I have beautiful new wind chimes out front that really just make my heart sing. So what else do I want to tell you? Yes, please feel free to share that makes me happy. It is Fairy February because I declared it to be Fairy February. And to celebrate Fairy February, good morning, my darling Liz. To celebrate Fairy February, you guys were asking, could I do like specific card pulls for you at times? So I have an email offering for you. I'll email you your picture of your card and the interpretation. Regular price $33.33. And this month, to celebrate Fairy February, 25% off at $24.99. I love how math works. Anyway, I'm not going to get down that rabbit hole of math. So please just visit my website, www.margaretsample.com. If you want to go to order one of those, you just go to the store or shop, that button up on top. It's also where you can find out about my other work, about my Spirited Insight Hive, what that's all about. And just have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy whatever weather you are having, wherever you are having it. Please get outside. Listen to the fairies. Listen to the fairies. And you know what? They're saying, connect with that friend you haven't connected with for a while, because they want to hear from you. So if that person has been in your head, it's time to reach out and connect. Okay. My love to you. See you next week with Fairy Friday. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.